AI overviews are taking clicks away from Alaska tourism websites at a rate that is almost too large to believe. We're talking 100 to 200% drops in website traffic to tourism websites literally overnight. So we're going to go into this. I'm going to show you some of the statistics that I found that show this massive drop in website traffic, as well as some ways that you can regain this traffic to your tourism business here in Alaska. But first, let's go over what AI overviews are, because I know a lot of people don't exactly understand what's going on with AI search. So AI search is basically Google answering questions that people ask right at the top of the page. They're having AI answer it. And so when someone asks, let's say, where can I see the Northern Lights in Alaska? AI answers that for them at the top of the page. What's the best fishing tour to go to in Southeast Alaska? AI answers that at the top of the page. So what's resulting is that AI answers these questions and the websites get less visits. It's something called zero-click search. So I search for something, I get the answer. I click no websites to get the answer. Zero-click searches are impacting how people find businesses across the board, but impacting tourism right now the most. AI search first started rolling out around the end of 2024, but the real impact happened when Google integrated its AI, Gemini, with its browser, Chrome, in April. And you literally see when this happened, there is a huge decline in visits to websites across the board. In fact, it's reported that 60% of all searches now get answered by AI as opposed to someone visiting a website to find the answer. That is a massive drop. And it's not going away. AI is becoming the go-to way of getting answers, and Google is headed towards an all AI browser. How is this impacting us here in Alaska and tourism in particular? Let me show you a few examples here. Okay, right now we're looking here at travelalaska.com. And you can see here in Alaska, we typically get more visits to websites in the summer and it goes down in the winter. And you would expect that, right, in Alaska. But here you can see actually in March and April, when you expect the trend to go up, there's actually a sharp decline, and we're talking a 200% drop in traffic for travelalaska.com. Now, Travel Alaska is a large site, represents kind of all of Alaska tours in general. So let's go down to a larger tour like Denali Park Village. Again, you're seeing the exact same trend. You're seeing visits that hold steady, in this case around 15,000 visits each month. And again, you expect in summer for those numbers to go up a little, but in this case, come March and April of 2025, there is a decline, like a downhill roller coaster going on here that goes down and drops them almost 300% in traffic to their website. Now, these are stats we're getting from our SEO software, but let me show you stats that we're getting from our clients. Here you can see the exact same trend going on, again, expecting summer tourism visitations and traffic to the website to maintain or at least go up, and you are seeing a straight line going off a cliff as AI starts answering answers. This is a locally owned smaller operator, so you can see whether you are statewide, whether you're a large brand focusing in a certain area, or you are a small locally owned tourism company. Every single one of them has been affected by AI overviews taking traffic away from them. You need to be aware that these drops are significant and they are affecting how people choose and pick who they're booking their tour with. If you are not showing up in AI overviews, not only are you not getting traffic, you're not getting bookings. And so now there's new tactics and new ways to get found, so you get cited in these AI overviews. I'm going to go over a few here right now so that you can implement these. But first, let me show you some of the things that we've done with our clients that have helped them. So right here is a graph you can see. This is a local tour operator. They contacted us, letting us know that, hey, we are not getting hits, what's going on? And so we use a combination of GEO and AEO and some SEO because they didn't have a lot of SEO on their site. We implemented that, and within 20 days, we saw a jump in traffic, a jump in search engine results, a jump in rankings. So it just needed to be applied and implemented correctly, and we can see a turnaround. And here, this site is from a local law firm. Now, they didn't get hit by AI overviews as much as the tourism industry, but they still are experiencing some loss in traffic. So this client wanted us to just optimize their site. So you can see here, by doing SEO and GEO strategies, they regained some of their traffic almost instantaneously. Within a week, we started seeing differences, and it continues to grow. That's the beautiful thing about SEO. You implement it, it does continue to grow over time. So the good news is there are ways to regain some of your traffic. So right now, let's talk about those ways. So one of the most important things you can do is get your website content up to date. Get rid of the vague salesy pitches and the beautiful fluffy sales stuff that you put on your website, and just answer questions directly. What are people asking? Answer it directly and be as detailed as possible. So instead of saying we have dog mushing tours in Fairbanks, say something like we have 1 hour, 2 hour, and 3 hour dog mushing tours in Fairbanks. We provide you full outfitting and clothing for the trip. You get a half-hour kennel visit before the tour, and then after the tour, you have 1 hour to spend with all the dogs. Food is provided at the end, hot drinks, and light snacks. That's detailed information. AI is going to see that. And so when someone types in, I want a 1 hour dog mushing tour in Fairbanks, you're going to show up over the person who said, we offer dog mushing tours. So make sure you're answering questions that people ask and use details. Clear details, put everything you can in there about your tours. Another key thing is to collect reviews. Now, I know a lot of you know this already, but it's really important to make sure that you get reviews, not just from Google, but from TripAdvisor, from Yelp, from any industry-related platforms that are out there. Diversify those reviews, but make sure you get them. The more you get, the better, because AI is searching reviews, and based on reviews, it's recommending who is best suited for the person who's searching for your tour. So make sure you get plenty of reviews and diversify where you're getting them from. And finally, another quick tip for you is going to be optimizing your Google business listing. First of all, make sure you have one. And then once you do, make sure it has the right categories. Make sure you have the correct name, phone number, and address on there. Make sure you have your business hours. Make sure you update your services that you offer, the products and tours that you offer on there. Make sure you're using location-based verbiage and wording in there so that when someone types in Fairbanks and you're in North Pole, make sure you type in we're in North Pole just outside of Fairbanks, so that that location becomes a keyword that gets pulled into these AI overviews. So optimize and update your Google business profile. Google changes the categories and the different things you can add to your Google business profile literally every 3 to 6 months. So if you haven't looked at that in the last year, go in there and update it. So yes, folks, the future is here. AI search is taking over the search engines, and it's answering the questions that people ask. Websites are continuing to lose traffic, and it's going to be the trend as AI, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude all start taking over. And it can be good for tours if you optimize correctly. So be sure to follow these tips that we just offered you. So if you want more information on how to update your website in this new world of AI search, go ahead and check out this video up here, and it will help you with some new and fresh tips on getting found. All right, folks, that's going to wrap up this video. If you got something out of this video, please like it, subscribe, ring that bell so you get notifications. Follow us. We are continuing to pump out this information because it's a brave new world out there, folks, and we want you to succeed. Talk to you next time.